welcome back to this week's GeekStorm. I'm April Thatcher, and we're here this week not with Sean Hilton, but with Mike Harrison. Say hi, Mike.
Hi. I'm back.
So, what's been going on? Anything?
What's been going on?
Yeah.
With...
I don't know. Do you know of anything that's going on?
I've been gone for a while. Haven't been here for 3 or 4 weeks because I my work schedule and everything. So you'll notice I do have the beard. I'm on vacation. I can't wear it at work, but while I'm on vacation, I wear it. And then I went to Dragon Con last week, and that's why I wasn't here last week.
And how was Dragon Con?
Dragon Con was great. Great. If you've gone to any conventions at all, it's very different than any convention. It's not centralized in one big dealer room. It's 5 hotels in downtown Atlanta, all within a block or 2 of each other, and everything's spread apart. And just a lot of celebrities and a lot of costuming and a lot of geek culture stuff. Anybody that likes this show, that likes the stuff we talk about, would like going to Dragon Con. It was great.
Awesome. What was your favorite part of it?
I would say just seeing all the craftsmanship and workmanship in the costumes was pretty cool, because these are all people that you'll see anything from cardboard boxes painted to look like Spider-Man to Hollywood quality stuff. People have worked on things all year long, and people threw things together yesterday in the hotel room. So it's
right.
They really run the gamut of quality, and some of them are just very clever as well. There was the carpet at the hotel at the Marriott is really ugly, like Vegas carpet. Okay, well these 2 guys, and I'll send Mike some pictures. Hopefully he can put them up while I'm talking about it. There's 2 guys that made camouflage of the carpet at the hotel, and they kind of got down on the carpet and had guns like army guys, but you couldn't see them.
Ninja snipers.
Yeah, it was cool. It was pretty neat. There was some cool stuff, and the celebrities and whatnot. There was a Walking Dead panel and True Blood and things like that. If you're into that, there were celebrities to talk to and get autographs from, things like that. It was a lot of fun. And then the parade. Parade is always the best part for me. It's like an hour-long parade. They separate everybody by category. They have 40 Ghostbusters, they have 40 zombies, they have, all the way, and they go by, it takes about an hour to go by. It's
really
pretty cool.
I saw on Facebook, and I don't know if it was actually him or not, but it was supposed to be Adam Savage from the Mythbusters.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
Okay, in a box, and it looked like his head was in a...
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so future guest of Dragon Con,
Yeah.
what is it,
14 would be next year.
Well, I was like 22.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, like just his head.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah,
It
he was
was
there.
awesome.
The Mythbusters were there, and it was a big deal. Anybody that likes that type of thing should try to go at least once.
Great, awesome. Well, and there are some things going on right here in our own lovely downtown Kokomo. Tonight is First Friday again. If you've never been,
When does that happen? Generally during the month. When does that happen?
It is. Are you joking?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. It's the first Friday of every month.
Oh. What a coincidence.
Doesn't have to be the first.
No.
But
it's the first Friday.
Just the first Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens on First
I never
Friday?
know. All kinds of things happen. It's a great way for downtown Kokomo to promote themselves, to get people in the door, so that if you want to come in and see what's going on anywhere, you have that opportunity.
All the downtown merchants are doing specials and sales.
They are.
And sometimes have
And crazy,
and
cool events. Yes, some places offer refreshments. Crystal Wand Creations, if you've never checked them out, they're over kind of off the square on Buckeye.
That would be Buckeye, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
Yeah.
So people think about shopping, they go to the mall, but this is a good opportunity to go to places you don't normally go to.
Right,
To check
shopping
them out.
your local businesses. Right. There will be a horse-drawn carriage ride of some sort this week, or this month, and the library, of course, is trying to promote literacy with superheroes, so you can take your little ones down and show them some superheroes. Paul Aller, our local comic book guy, is going to be there. And Comics Cubed is having an artist and a costume contest as well.
Cool.
So there's all kinds of cool stuff going on there.
All right. What else?
Saturday night at the Rum Academy, right there across the street from Foster Park, is having a live concert with Carnival of Thieves, I believe. And not necessarily an event, but Inventrek, yeah. Part of the Kokomo Chamber of Commerce or
They're allied with Ivy Tech, I
something.
think, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the logistics are of who they're incorporated with, but they're having this really cool contest, kind of like the Shark Tank deal, where if you're a budding entrepreneur, you can show them your business model and show them what you've got and attempt to win the grand prize of like $5,000.
Wow.
And there's if you're
So contact Inventrek for details on that.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, so, Kokomo is always changing, always growing. There's something always going on.
It's true.
So, yeah.
Okay. What's going on in the world of geekdom? What movie did you see last night?
I saw Riddick.
Riddick.
Yes.
Wow, what'd you think of that?
I loved it.
Did you really?
Yes, did you?
No, I didn't like it at all.
We didn't talk about it. When I said I loved it, Sean goes,
Yeah. Well, he says that about most things, but he's right on this one. And to me anyway. But everybody has their own opinion. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Did you like the first two movies, the other movies? Did you like those?
I didn't see them, so
Okay.
that may have influenced my opinion. Mm-hmm. But I didn't feel like this was a movie that you had to be knowledgeable
you didn't have
of
to
the
be caught
previous
up.
two. Yeah,
Correct.
it helped you kind of catch up.
Sure.
It built up the character.
Mm-hmm.
You knew the background. So it was...
What did you like about it?
It may have...
Is Vin Diesel dreamy?
It may have appealed to the female...
You think? This was rated R.
demographic.
Rated R.
Yes, it was.
There was some frontal nudity.
Yeah, and I didn't even get curded this time. It was kind of...
Let's get back to the movie, April.
Sorry. Oh, goodness. But yeah, and there was a lot of things I really loved about it. He had this, like, strange...
Dog?
yeah, what they call it?
I don't know.
A boo, or...
It was an alien dog.
It was a combination of banshee and something else is
Right.
what they called it. And that they built the relationship between...
Right.
And I'm an animal lover, so...
Right.
Of course. And then he had the puppies.
Well, this wasn't like a cute dog. This was like a creature,
It
like
was
a killer
cool.
that he just happened to save it as a puppy and raised it to be his killer instead of.
Okay, this was... It looked like a Doberman meets a zebra meets...
A hyena, maybe.
Yeah, a hyena and possibly an elephant with some strange
Right.
ears.
But it was mostly for like comedic effect, comedic appeal, that relationship, because they played a lot of laughs with that dog
Yeah,
thing.
comedic and drawing your emotions into it, because I mean Riddick is kind of sarcastic, and there's a lot of non-relatable. So I think they were just trying to bring in
Makes sense.
the emotional aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool. The graphics definitely worked for me. And there were some cool things in there. It was like, what are those jet bikes in Star Wars called? Do you know? It was like
Speeder
those.
bikes?
Yeah, those met Harleys.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
That's kind of neat. I'm good.
It was good.
I'm glad you liked it.
Thanks. I think I'm the only one. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. I mean, that's why we do reviews to talk about it, and some people like things, some people don't. I didn't necessarily like it. That doesn't mean it's a necessarily bad movie just because I didn't like it.
Right.
But
It doesn't mean it's good because I did.
right. It was, Vin Diesel is, he's kind of a non-star to me. He hasn't really brought much to anything other than Iron Giant, and he doesn't appeal to me as an actor, or I don't like any of the Fast movies, Fast 5, Fast 6, any of those. But I hate car chases anyway, so that's a reason.
Weird.
Yeah, that's not because I'm weird. Car chases in movies is
You
lazy
guys like
filmmaking.
cars.
Okay. Okay, I realize Fast is our car movies. I get that, but just in a regular
It's okay.
movie.
I don't really like them either.
Car chases, lazy filmmaking. Anyway, so Vin Diesel and his, lives his life a quarter mile at a time. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's his quote. So, he growls through his lines the whole movie, and a lot of one shot or one off lines.
Well, and he's narrating.
Right.
Also.
And it was very much, kind of like a rated R John Carter of Mars. It was very, lone guy off on a planet with dealing with all these alien races and or not races necessarily, but alien creatures and a survival movie
Yeah. We didn't mention the weird scorpion things. That
yeah, the monsters are. There's just one type of monster though that you seem to deal with, other than those dogs, which you see at the beginning.
Right.
Then you have that little scorpion monster, or the big one rather. But so I don't know. It was just okay to me. I mean, if you like the other movies, go see it. If you didn't like it, there's not a lot out this week. But the movie theater here in Kokomo has released, I think 3 or 4 movies that were out earlier in the summer, and they brought them back because they did well or whatever. So World War Z was good. We talked about that a few shows ago.
And they had some special thing they were showing.
Yeah, if you go see World War Z, you get to see Star Trek Into Darkness for free, which is a great movie. Both those movies are better than this movie. And then the comedy is This Is the End, which is very, very, probably the funniest movie I've seen this year. Definitely go see that if Riddick doesn't appeal to you.
Okay. Well, so
that's it for movies.
On your own scale, which you established last time you were on the show.
I make my
1
own
to
scale
5,
up.
yes.
No, I'll say 1 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 7.
That involves like division.
I give Riddick. You know what? Math is hard sometimes, but sometimes it's worth the work. I give it a 3.5 out of 7.
Why didn't you give it high?
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Sorry, I've used that joke 2 times. Anyway, I liked it. It was a good movie.
Okay, that's it for the world of movies.
That's it.
The world of movie. What?
Yeah, now we're moving on to the world of comics. Okay, so this week we all read some comics.
Go ahead.
I'll go. Collider apparently
Collider
has changed to FBP.
Now you reviewed the first issue.
I did because I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You say they changed the name to FBP which is Federal.
And I'm a
Bureau
liar,
of
so why would you
Physics.
believe me?
I don't know, because I'm a trusting person. Goodness sakes.
They did change the name of it.
Okay. Still really good. I still really want the next story or next book to come out. So art's good.
All
Still
right.
loving the cover. Next one is Codename Action.
Codename Action.
Yes.
It looks very
Put
James
out
Bond.
by
Dynamite.
Yeah. There's other covers.
Oh.
I picked this cover.
Okay, that's all right.
It starts out like I don't know. You're not really sure if it's like it's like I don't know.
Wow, you really should know.
Yeah, I know. A little. Anyway.
What's it about?
This guy's training to be like a super
spy.
No, it's like he's kind of cyborgy, but kind of Batman-y looking.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of dark look, and he's training for something.
Mm-hmm.
He's some kind of special agent, and I don't know.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
You did like it?
I did. There's
what
kind
on
of
earth did you like about it?
bootlegger
Give me one
card.
thing. One thing you liked
Well,
about
it kind of switches over to being like the 20s theme, which I really like.
What?
It looks like there's a bootlegger type car chase thing, which
Okay.
you probably don't dig because you don't dig car chases.
What else did you read?
But anyway, this story was one of those ones where I was really surprised when it was already over.
Okay.
So I felt like I needed a little more story.
Do people need to pick up Codename Action and read it?
It's kind of on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 7. It's good, but
okay.
it wasn't.
Seven's
it
an
wasn't
endorsement.
Collider.
7 is an endorsement. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
And this one, I picked it up. It's hilarious.
Night of the 80s
Yeah.
Undead.
Yes, by Action Lab.
Okay.
Is it? Definitely for mature readers. Okay. I wouldn't let my children have this one. But if you're a fan of the 80s, or if you grew up in the 80s, this is going to be hilarious.
Okay.
It's
A lot of 80s references.
silly
then.
80s meets zombies.
Wow.
So of course that's cool.
Okay.
And it's kind of got a goofy art style, but it was funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing out loud, literally.
Well, good. Literally.
Literally.
You actually laughed out loud then.
I actually did. I didn't just say LOL.
You didn't just LOL. You actually laughed out loud. All right.
So
I read 2 books. One was called The Star Wars. I don't know if you've heard of it. This is actually not Star Wars. This is a comic book put out by Dark Horse based on the original screenplay that George Lucas wrote for the first movie that they changed a lot to make the movie. So this has not Luke Skywalker. This is Luke Starkiller, and this is Darth Vader isn't Anakin Skywalker, and Darth Vader's not all mangled up and a robot guy. He's kind of a handsome-looking dude, and a lot of differences in here, but there's a lot of similarities as well. So if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to pick this up and take a look at it and read it and see, it's very campy. You definitely tell this he's a fan of like the old movie serials of the
cereals
50s.
like Count Dracula? Or?
No, that's ridiculous. Cereals with an S, not with a C.
Okay.
Just ruined my entire review. This week in DC, or this month, actually the whole month in DC, they're replacing every single title with a villain title. So Batman, instead of Batman, you get the Joker. It's just a one shot.
Because it's Villains Month.
It is Villains Month in DC. So what they've done is their crossover's over, and they're starting a new one. And in this one, it's all about the villains. So there's a 7-part villain-only miniseries out, and every title. Wonder Woman is not Wonder Woman; it's probably the Cheetah. And there's since there's 4 Batman titles, one of Batman itself is Joker. I think Detective is probably Penguin, and they just all are being replaced by a one-shot villain story. I read this one, the Joker. It's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. But it's good to see, just a story about a bad guy for once instead of
right.
them getting beat
Well,
up.
according to the cards that Sean passes out with his comic books.
Sean at Comics Cube,
At
121
Comics
East Sycamore.
Yes,
All right.
exactly, that place. There are 52 different one-shots starring the world's vilest villains.
Vilest villains.
Each featuring 3D motion covers.
This is a 3D motion cover.
You like?
It's not really lenticular, but it is kind of 3D motion-y.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Doesn't do the record.
No, that's what lenticular is.
Well, stop it. Okay. So anyway,
Anything else besides comics we're talking about this week?
I don't know. Is there anything going on in the world of television?
True Blood just announced that they officially announced that there's only going to do one more season of True Blood, and that's it. Walking Dead starts up October, I think the 12th.
Okay.
The 12th, a week, 14th, I'm being told. And you will see an exclusive KokomoCon commercial on The Walking Dead. So when you turn into Walking Dead, KokomoCon is October 19th here in Kokomo at the Ivy Tech Convention Center.
Right.
And it's the largest comic convention in the state. 44,000 square feet of geeky
40,000
goodness.
square
40,000
feet
square
of
feet. Don't you ever
geek.
don't correct me. And so, but we're going to have a commercial in the first episode of Walking Dead, so that's kind of exciting.
Right. The
Breaking-
premiere episode. So.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Breaking Bad's almost over. It's in the final episodes of that. It's a great show, one of the best shows on television right now. There's AMC's got a new show out called Low Winter Sun.
Okay.
Because they're kind of scrambling because this is the end of Breaking Bad. Mad Men only has one more season, so they're trying to bring in some new stuff to kind of fill the void of all the great shows they have. And Low Winter Sun's not too bad at all. It's got one of my favorite character actors, Lenny James, and Mark Strong, also another good actor. And it's a cop show, but it's not a procedural, crime of the week like Law and Order type. There's a crime that happened at the beginning, and actually they're the perpetrators of it, and it's about trying to cover it up. The whole rest of the series seems to be about. So it's a pretty good show, good drama.
Okay, great.
And I heard you got two TV channels. You have 2 TV channels now to watch TV with.
Yeah.
You got ABC and CBS.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. Yes. Yep.
All right.
Because I'm also like that. So, KokomoCon, October 18th.
19th, if you want to
19th?
actually get into the show.
Oh, this episode is awesome.
Best episode ever. Best episode ever.
So, anyway, head on over to Comics Cubed, get your tickets, come into Pepper Whistle, enjoy a
Smells so
lovely
good in
lunch,
here.
some dessert. First Friday, downtown Kokomo. Yeah.
Go see Riddick, don't go see Riddick, go see a movie.
Regardless, enjoy yourself, enjoy what you're doing, and have a great week. I'm April Thatcher.
Mike Harrison.